Hello everyone, and welcome to a haul video. Now, I have 25 physical books to talk about. As far as the description goes, because there's so much, not going to do a description, but I will tell you obviously the author and the title, and if it's a part of a series and what part of the series it is. I'll also as we go tell you if it's YA, middle grade, adult, and if it's like a dystopian, fantasy, or whatever the case may be. So, but in the description box, I will list these books along with the author so that you can check them out if you so desire at wherever you want to check the books out. So, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, I will also say that I'm going to be dividing this video into two. I think that's going to be the easiest thing. Most hauls, I take that back, all hauls that I have seen on YouTube have been physical books. I do have a stack of physical books. I have acquired more ebooks than I have physical books. Like more than double. So I'll do a separate video of just the ebooks I have hauled, because I know some people prefer ebooks. And so, I mean, obviously with the physical books, you more than likely can get them as ebook form, but I do want to do a separate haul video for the ebooks I have acquired. So, and honestly, I think maybe only one or two out of the ebooks I actually paid for, but we'll go into that in that particular video. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the haul of the physical books. The first book I got from a library book sale, and that is Seances Are for Suckers. Now, I don't know if I can get this. I don't think I can get this shiny cover off. I don't see a way to do that. So if anyone knows, that'd be great. But otherwise, it's just going to stay on. Seances for Suckers. This is the first in a series, and this is by Tamara Berry. So there's the cover for you. And it's the Eleanor Wilde mystery. It's Wilde. I've heard this pronounced wild, and I've heard it pronounced wildy. I had a health teacher named Wildy, spelled exactly the same way. So that's why I say, but mostly it's Wilde. So I'm guessing it's the Eleanor Wilde mystery. Again, it's the first in a series, and this is a cozy mystery, paranormal, romance, British literature, and this is adult. So there you go. So this next book is also from a library book sale, and this is Continental Drift by Russell Banks. I really didn't read the descriptions because, I mean, 25 cents for hardback, 10 cents for a paperback, or 5 cents for a paperback, whatever it was when I bought this. I've been to a couple of book sales. It's fairly cheap, so I didn't read the description. Anyway, Continental Drift by Russell Banks. This is a standalone. Now, it says that this is a classic. I've never heard of this, but I haven't heard of all the classics that ever existed or ever exist. But it does say that this is a classic. It's just a fiction contemporary. So, Continental Drift by Russell Banks. Book number 3 I got from Book Depository. I really wanted to participate in Gavin's Frostalong. I have the first book, but I haven't read it for the month of August. I'm going to try to read it in September so that I can read book number 2. This is the one I got from Book Depository. Most of the ones that I see, like Gavin hold up, that are middle grades, that are published first in the UK, I have to get from Book Depository if I want to get my hands on it. Hence the case with this one. Eventually it'll come out in the United States, but I don't know. Anyway, so I got this one. This is obviously a middle grade, and so this is the book number 2 in the Frostheart trilogy, Escape from Aurora. I haven't read the first one, so I don't know, but middle grade fantasy adventure. Okay, up next is a cozy mystery. I got this one from Amazon. I read the first book, One Poison Pie, and fell in love with it. So this is the second one. There is a novella that goes before the first one, and then there's a novella after this one. So it looks like it's going to be novella, novel, etc. This one is a cozy mystery. It's adult, typical cozy mystery, but this is by Lynn Cahoon, and it's a Kitchen Witch mystery series. Now the third book is set to come out, or the next novella is in October, and then the next book is in April of 2022. So it is an ongoing series as of right now. But Two Wicked Desserts is the second full novel in the Kitchen Witch Mysteries, again by Lynn Cahoon, and cozy mystery adult. Okay, next one. This is Reprieve by James. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, my cat is sitting right in front of me now. She's cleaning her foot, but she was loving on the tripod. So she might love on the tripod again, so you'll probably get a little shaking, but hopefully not. Nope, there she goes. Okay, stop it. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Reprieve. This is by James Han Matson. This is a standalone. I got this from Goodreads. I won a contest, entered it, have not read it yet. This is an ARC, so an advanced reader's copy. And this is set to come out in October. So I don't have the exact release date. It just says 10 of 21 right on the spine, just up here. So I don't know the date or if it's going to be October 1st. So, but Reprieve. Now, this one is a horror fiction. So if you want horror, there you go. I mean, it is a little unsettling to me, at least. I don't know. There's just something about the cover that I'm finding a little creepy. So I am looking forward to this one. The next one from a library book sale that I got is The Military Wife by Laura Trenton. And yeah, this is part of a series. It's called Heart of a Hero is the name of the series. Let me see. I'm pulling it up on my phone. Right now there's only 2 primary works. The second book came out in February of last year. So I don't know if it's just a duology, but I'm glad when I picked this up it happens to be the first in a series. Because sometimes when you go to library book sale, it's like the 7th, 3rd, 27th book in a series, which you'll see later on. But The Military Wife by Laura Trenton. So this one, this is a contemporary military romance fiction, obviously. None of the books that I got are nonfiction. These are all fiction and adult. All right. Searchers in Winter. This is a novel of Napoleon's Empire. So this is a historical fiction. That's the only genre that's pulling up on Goodreads. And this is a finished copy that I actually won from a Goodreads giveaway. And this is by Owen Pateki. So, Searchers in Winter. Okay, next in line we have All the Lonely People. This is by Mike Gale. This is a finished copy that I won from Goodreads as well. This is a British literature, what did it say? Contemporary fiction, chick lit. This is also adult. So, there's the cover. I did find another book listed on Goodreads called All the Lonely People, but it's by a different author. This one's Mike Gale. I like the little taglines here. There's 2 sentences. It says, "Life is waiting, but Hubert Bird has to open his door and let it in." So I'm excited for this one. I think this one looks really good, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah. Okay, so The Tavern on Maple Street is the next book. This is by... I hate it when they cover the name. Where's the name? Okay, here we go. Sharon Owens. Had to look at the back flap. I got this one from a library book sale, and this is a standalone. It's an Irish chick lit contemporary, obviously adult, for this one as well. All right, this next book happens to be a YA, and this is a space opera science fiction, but also it's a fantasy. Fantasy is the main genre according to Goodreads, so it's a fantasy science fiction. How Rory Thorne destroyed How Rory Thorne Destroyed the Multiverse. And this one was from a book sale, and this is by Kay Eason, I'm guessing. So another book sale is Waiting for Tom Hanks by Carrie Winfrey. Yeah, so this is part of a series. It's the Waiting for Tom Hanks series. Right now there's only 2 works out. So again, I don't know if this is going to be a duology or not, but Waiting for Tom Hanks by Carrie Winfrey. And this one is, let me look it up and I'll tell you, that it's adult romance chick lit, humor, realistic, but basically a romance chick lit and adult. Now, this next one, I unfortunately don't remember where I got this one. If it was from a Goodreads or... I think this is one that actually someone was giving away at my mom's job before she retired, and so she brought it home. I'm pretty sure that's the case, because I don't remember spending money on this book, but I have it, and I think that's the case. So... yeah. So this is In the Woods by Tana French. I'm pretty sure that's the case because there's a couple books that she did like that. And I think this one she gave to me. So In the Woods by Tana French. Not exactly sure. This one is part of a series. It's called The Dublin Murder Squad, and there are 6 primary works in this series right now. So this is the first one in the series. I'm glad it's the first one, so I'll know if I like it. This is an adult mystery thriller. So there you go. You like mystery thriller? There you go. Okay, this next one I got from Book Depository. I saw Simon from Savage Reads hold it up, and I thought, in the way he talked about it, it sounded really good. So I got this one from Book Depository, and that is The Con. I don't know how to say the name. Samia Mir? I don't know, but there's the name. So The Con by this author. Again, I'm having trouble with the name. This one is an adult. This is a crime thriller or a mystery. Yeah, a crime thriller. Again, all of these books I'll be talking about are fiction. And this one is a British literature as well, and adult. This next book I got from my mom. I actually already own this, but I own a different version of this. But I like this version a lot better. I like the images in this, and this is an anthology of scary stories, of middle grade scary stories, and that is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which is collected by Alvin Schwartz. There are 2 other books. You have More Scary Stories and Scary Stories 3 right on the back. I would love to get these copies as well. I have, again, another version of this, but I like the images in this one a heck of a lot better. Plus, there's more images than in the other one. Like, there's an image for every story, and I love this artwork much better than in that other one. So I am very excited for this particular version. We are planning... Hang on! We are planning on reading this together in October. Just a scary story a night, and we'll alternate. She'll read one out loud, I'll read one out loud. It'll be fun. So looking forward to that. This next book was gifted to me from my mom. She was unhauling books from her bookcase of things that she didn't like, or books that she's had for a while that she just wasn't going to get to. So she was unhauling things. She thinks I have too many books. I beg to differ. But she did give me 2. And the first one that she gave me is Patty Jane's House of Curl. This is a mass market paperback, so just a teeny one. And this is by Lorna Landvik. I think Laura Landvik. It's hard to tell because it looks like a U up here in the author's name, but it's a V. So Laura Landvik. This is a standalone, and this is a humor chick lit adult book. This, okay, I gotta show you. So this is another one that has kind of two covers on the front. So it has the one here with a little window. So when you open it, there's the other cover. So there you go. Fun and funny, spiked with tragedy and sad times. So there you go. The next one she actually liked, but she's not going to reread it, and she thinks that I'll like it, is Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. I've never read this, but I've heard several good things about this. This is part of a series. This one's the first one in the series, and there are 2 primary works, so possibly just a duology. I'm guessing that's the case because the second book was from 2007. This particular one is from 2002. So I am guessing this series is done and that it's just a duology. If you know for sure, definitely feel free to let me know in the comments below. This is obviously a young adult. I thought this was middle grade. It does say middle grade. It's a coming of age contemporary fiction. So there you go. Okay, now I have another library book sale purchase, and that is Evil Under the Sun. I'm always wanting to say Under the Evil Sun. Evil Under the Sun, and this is by Agatha Christie. This is oh my heck. This one's the 28th book in the series. And I'm saying this because I'm trying to put off a certain 2 words here that I always have trouble with. There's 42 primary works. This one's number 28. 5 or 10 cents. I do like Agatha Christie's writing, and I've heard that you can read these out of order. So anyway, so this obviously is a classic mystery crime book, and it's the part of the, this is where I struggle, Hercule Poirot. I know I slaughtered that, but yeah, it's the Poirot series. All right, next one is also from a book library, and it is also Agatha Christie. This is A Pocket Full of Rye. This one is number 6. This is a fiction crime mystery as well. And this is part of the Miss Marple series, and this one is number 7 or 6? Number 6 in the series, and there are 13 primary works. Another standalone is Lady Audley's Secret. I actually got this one from a free little library at the gym that I go to go swimming. I saw it tucked away in a little corner, and I went and investigated, and this was in there. This is a classic. It says it's a Victorian Gothic 19th century mystery British literature. This is by Mary Elizabeth Braden. And this particular edition has an introduction by Susan Bally. So Lady Audley's Secret. Another book from the free little library is The A-List by J.A. Jance. This one's number 14 in a series. I'll tell you a little bit more about the series in just a second, but this is a mystery thriller adult book. Yeah, this one's number 14 in the series, and it's the Ali Reynolds series. And I know I'm looking down a lot, and that's because I've got Goodreads here. There are 16 primary works. I don't know if you can read this particular one out of order, but I've got to try and get a hold of the first one. So these next 3 I'm going to talk about are all from the free little library as well. They just happen to be clumped together, so rather than saying the free little library the entire time for each particular book, I will just say it now. These next 3 are from the free little library. This one is, I'm going to guess that it's an adult, but it's based off of a movie. It says it's based on the major motion picture starring Freddie Prinze Jr., Saffron Burrows, and Matthew Lillard. Can you guess the name of the title? It looks science fiction. I don't know if he's in space or if he's in the sea. I'm guessing space. It just looks kind of water-esque with the picture on the cover. But that is Owing Commander. When I did look this one up on Goodreads, it is not part of a series. It's a standalone, but This is a movie to book adaptation. I saw this and thought, oh, the cover looks kind of cool. Oh, hey, and there's pictures. So we'll see. I've never seen the movie, but now I'm going to have to hunt the movie down and watch it after I read this. Okay, the next one is Autumn Rose by Abigail Gibbs. This is the second in the Dark Heroine series. There's 3 primary works in this series, and when I say heroine, I'm not talking about the drug, I'm talking about a female hero. This is a fantasy, young adult, paranormal vampire book. So I'm happy I found another vampire book. It's just the second in a series. Alright, so you may have noticed a possible angle change. The battery died. So switched batteries out. So let's go ahead and continue. The last book that I got from the Free Little Library is actually part of a series, at least according to Goodreads. I always thought it was a standalone, but this is a classic. It's adult, and that's Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott. The series is called the Waverley series, and this is the 5th book in this series. So I am guessing you can read alone because I've only heard of this one, and I haven't heard of any of the other books in the series, and there's 17 works in that series. But yeah, Ivanhoe. A classic. So yeah, adult classic. Okay, I'm on the last 2 books. This next one is an anthology, and that is Winter Magic. This is a middle grade anthology of kind of Christmassy and wintry short stories. I am saying Christmas because there's an angel, there's snow, definitely winter. You have the holly with the holly berries kind of down in the corner here. It says it's feature stories by Michelle Harrison, Piers Today, Lauren St. John, Amy Allward, Catherine Woodfine, Geraldine McCofferine, Burley Daughtry, Jamila Gavin, Michelle Morrigan, Emma Carroll, and Abby Elphinstone. And then you got a nutcracker here on the back. So I really like this cover. Got this one from Book Depository. So yeah, I don't know. I really like this one. An enchanting collection of stories from award-winning authors. This is curated by Abby Elphinstone. So I don't really know what else to say about that. Short stories. It's an anthology. Middle grade. Okay, and the last book I'm going to talk about is really teeny. There's only like 178 pages. No, 180 if I count, 179 if I count the epilogue. The Wild Hunted. There's the cover. The cover is creepy to me. This is by Rebecca Flynn, and this is part of a series. This particular one, I won from Goodreads. And this one came out in December of 2019. The second one came out in January, and this is called the Pandora Chronicles. And the only other thing I can tell you is that this is a fantasy. Still fiction. All of these books were fiction, but fantasy. And this is a short fantasy. Definitely, only 180 pages. So there's that. It says it's a mixture. Now this will be interesting to know. It says it's a mixture of Celtic mythology, action, adventure, and suspense. So you've got some Celtic mythology in this. So The Wild Hunted by Rebecca Flynn. So that is it for this part of the book haul, where I just mentioned the physical books that I've acquired in the last basically 40 days. So mostly 30 days. I think there's only like 1 or 2 that have been from July, but yes, I'm counting this as an August book haul. So just the physical books, but that's it. So again, in the description box, I'll definitely have the title, the author and the series name and what position it is in the series. So like, example, for The Wild Hunted, I'll put the title, the author's name, and then for the series I'll put the Pandora Chronicles. In this case it's number 1. So that's the type of thing I'll have in the description so that you can go down, check that out, and then you can write down that information or screenshot it if you're looking on your phone, so you can go to wherever you want to look at for more information on these books if you would like to find the description. I just didn't want this to be super, super long because I've got another part coming where I'm going to tell you about the ebooks that I have acquired. Yes, so those are just a physical. I am excited to get to these. I don't know when I'll get to them, but I'm excited for them. Some more than others because quite a few of them I really don't know anything about, but I am still excited to it. So that's it for now. In the description box, again, you'll find the little bit of information for the books, but you'll also find information as far as what other social media platforms I participate in. Goodreads, Twitter. I have 2 Instagram accounts, one for books and one personal that I just post random stuff. So, and I'm not all that active on it, but I do post, I mean, there is some family stuff and plants and animals, arts and crafts, that type of thing on it. But the 2 Instagrams are what I have. So yeah, anything like that. So that'll all be in the description box. So until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.